वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः तृतीयः पादः।
अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः तृतीयः पादः।
षष्ठी शेषे
षष्ठीशेषे
ञो विदर्थस्य करणे
ञो विदर्थस्य करणे
अधिगर्तदयेषां कर्मणि
अधिकर्तृyeषां कर्मणि
क्रियः प्रतियत्ने
क्रियः प्रतियत्ने
रुजार्थानां भाववचनानामज्वरेः भाववचनानाम् अज्वरेः। आशिषीनाथः जासि निप्रहण नाटक्रातपिशां हिंसायाम्
जासि निप्रहणनाटक्रातपिशां हिंसायाम्
व्यवकृपणोः समर्थयोः
व्यवहृपणोः समर्थयोः
दिवस्तदर्थस्य विभाषोपसर्गे द्वितीया ब्राह्मणे प्रेष्य भ्रुवोर्हविषो देवता संप्रधाने चतुर्थ्यर्थे बहुलं छन्दसि यजेश्च करणे कृत्वोऽर्थप्रयोगे कालेऽधिकरणे कर्तृकर्मणो कृति उभयप्राप्तौ कर्मणि तस्य च वर्तमाने
तस्य च वर्तमाने
अधिकरणवाचिनश्च
अधिकरणवाचिनश्च
न लोकाव्ययनिष्ठा कलर्तधृणाम्
न लोकव्ययनिष्ठा कलर्ततृणाम्
कमेर्निषेधः
कमेरनिषेधः
अकेनोर्भविष्यदार्धवर्णयोः
अकेनोर्भविष्यदाधमर्योः
कृत्यानां कर्तरीव
कृत्यानां कर्तरिव
तुल्यार्थे रतुलोपमाभ्यां तृतीयान्यतरस्याम्
तुल्यार्थैरतुलोपमाभ्यां तृतीयान्यतरस्याम्
चतुर्थी चा शिष्यायुष्यमद्रभद्रकुशलसुखार्तहितैः
चतुर्थी चाशिष्यायुष्यमद्रभद्रकुशलसुखार्तहितैः
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे द्वितीयाध्यायस्य तृतीयः पादः
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे द्वितीयाध्यायस्य तृतीयः पादः
षष्ठी हेतु प्रयोगे षष्ट्यतसर्थ प्रत्ययेन षष्ठी च अनाधरे दूरान्तिकार्थे षष्ट्यन्यतरस्याम्. All these are Sarvanam Tritiya also. 5 sutras before govern Shashti and Shashti Sheshe, under which we saw Yaha Abhidartasya Karane, Yadhato not in the sense of knowing. Then Adhigarta Dayesham Karmani, karma of the Dhatu, Adi Purvaka Ik Dhatu, Daya Dhatu, Ish Dhatu, but also by Shashti Sheshe, Shashti Bhakti. Kriyaf Pratiyatne. Pratiyatna is Guna Adhanam. So here also karma or karma of krudatu by Shashti Sheshe, Shashti Bhakti. Then Rujartanam, Bhavavachananam, Ajvareke, Karmani coming as Anuvritti. Karmani goes up to 61. So all these are karma. Karma, Karmani, Karma Karaka of Rujartanam, which Artha Dhatunam, and Bhavavachana, abstract noun. So the karma of that, accepting that jvara, not only jvara, santapa also, Kartikara said. The karma karaka of that will take Shashti. Like Chorasya, Rogasya, Rujati, Ruja, Visa. Ashishi Nataha, there are also Dhatu Nath Dhatu. Ashishi, here, Ashishi, Ashi means with the sense of Ashir, blessing, wishing. Karma karaka of the Nath Dhatu, by Shashti Sheshe, Shashti Yavati. Up to that 55 we have done. Now Jasi Niprahana Natakrata Pisham Himsaya. Simple only. This all the sutras are. Jasi is just dhatu. Ni purvaka, ni prapurvaka, han dhatu. Then nat dhatu, but it is Najantarupam, natha. Similarly krat also. And pish dhatu. Karmakaraka of these dhatus, Sheshe, Shashti Sheshe, it will be Shashti Vivakti. All these are Pratipada Vidhana Shashti. 56, let us read from the Website both Kashika and Siddhanta Pamadi. 2356. Let's read. Jasi, if you see the sutra, Jasi Nipraharat Natak Katapisham Shashti Imsayam, in the sense of Imsa, in the sense of Imsa, so it will take Shashti Vibhakti. All these are Imsartaka dhatu. So therefore, in the sense of the karma of these dhatus, in the sense of Imsa, will take Shashti Vibhakti. Now, Ganesh, please read. Kashika.
जासि निप्रहण नाट क्रात पिश् इत्येतेषां धातूनां हिंसाक्रियाणां कर्मणि कारके षष्ठी विभक्तिर्भवति। जसु हिंसायां जसु ताडने इति च चुरादौ पठ्यते तस्येदं ग्रहणं न दैवादिकस्य जसु मोक्षणे इत्यस्य।
So just in the sutra, Jasi is so Jasi is Nijanta Rupam of Jasthatu. So therefore it must be Churadikara Dhatu. Similarly as some of the other dhatus also. Not he says Jasthatu Imsayam Jasu Tadane Churado Patyate. Tasya Idam Grahanatu Devadikasya meaning not Divadikara Dhatu. In Divadi also we have this Dhatu. So therefore Natu Jasu Himsayam Jasu Tadanecha Churado Patyate Tasya Idam Graham. That is what is here. Here it is Jasi. Means that the Dhatu of Churadikana is understood. Not Natu Divadikanasya Jasu Mokshane. Okay. I think similarly for other Dhatu, we will see the examples later. Then Siddhanta Kaumadi. So let's read.
हिंसार्थनामेषां शेषे कर्मणि षष्ठी स्यात्।
Himsarthanam Yesham Dhatunam Sheshe Shashti Sheshe Karmani Syat. Chaurasya Ujjasanam. So Chaurasya, it is karma. Chaura is a karma. We'll take Shashti Vibhakti. Utpurvaka Jhasanam. Jhasanam Liprataya Nijanta Dhatu Imsaya Marte. Now we will read from here. This is from our notes only. Yasi Niprahana. Niprahanam Nataha cha Krataha cha and Pitta cha. And when we do Samasa, Dhatu is Pishtatu. Pishtasya Peshanam, we say Pishtatu. When you Pishtatu, when you decline, it becomes Pitta. How does it become Pit? This is a compound, the Jasi Niprahana, this is a compound. Vigraha Vakya of that will be Jasischa, Niprahanamcha, Natascha, Kratascha, Pitcha. That is the Vigraha Vakya, Itra Danda Samasa. But how you get Pit? Takara. Everything put together will be Jasi Niprahanata Krata Pishaha, which is Pratama Vibhakti Bhagavachanam. And Shashti Bhagavachanam Tesham would be Jasi Niprahanata Krata Pisham. Iti Itra Danda Samasa. Now, question is, how you get Pit here? Anyone? Trashtaku. This is a Vigraha Vakya of the compound. Itretra Danda Samasa. it was, see, Jasi, Jasi is like Ikaranta Shabda, Adi Shabda Jasi. See, here inside all these, Jasi is one word, Nipraha another word, all the padams they combine and become a compound. And that is Pratipadika, and that is Shashti Bhakti of that will be ending with Prisham, Jasi Nipraha Natakata Prisham. So Jasi is like Adi Shabda, for example. Jasi, he. Niprakaranam like Palashabda. Natha, ending with Nataha like Ramaha. Krataha. Then what about here? Dhatu is Pishdhatu. Pishdhatu you have to decline. When you decline Dishdhatu, Pratama Vibhakti of Pishdhatu is grammatically in the compound we have to do it. Pishdhatu to be declined. How do you get Pitta?
Like lich becomes lich.
Hmm. Chakara is simple. Chakara is replaced by Jalam Dashante Pid. Pid become Pit. Simple. That's a big deal, huh? Jalam Dashante.
Okay.
Chasta Sandhi. Pish
Shat.
plus Su.
Okay.
Su goes away, you get Pish. Pish is a Padam. Padantajal, replace it by corresponding just letter, which is Dakara, Pid,
Then
then
Karicha.
Bhavasane, not Karicha.
Okay. Okay.
You get Pit. That's what it's Pit here. You have to see the Pit is, just so you have to do the Vigraha in the grammar context. Grammar context is, see, Dhatu is Pish, it becomes Pit. Don't look for Pit Dhatu in the Dhatu Pata, you will not get. It is Pish Dhatu. Pish plus Ta Pratyaya. Pishta, Pishtasya Peshanam comes. Right? Pishtasya. This is a compound. Huh?
Yes.
Everything put together, then Pratipadika will be Jasi, Nip, Prakha, Nata, Kratha, Pish. Chakaranta Shabda. When
It's
you
like
decline.
no shashti, shash becomes
Huh?
shad.
Exactly, yes. Same thing like that only.
But
Just become.
it will be pid. Then.
Vavasane. Optionally, Vavasane is the right.
Okay. Okay.
Himsartanam yesham karmani, himsartaka yesham dhatunam karmani, karma of that, karma karaka of this dhatu, sheshatvena uktata anyaha, anyatvena vivakshite shashti bhavati. What is jasi? Nyanta jas, ni purvaka, sorry, nijanta jas dhatu, ni pra purvaka han dhatu, natha nyanta nut dhatu, nyanta nat dhatu, not nut krimita. Then krata dhatu, then pishi dhatu is pish dhatu. Iti pish iti etesham dhatu nam imsa kriya. All these are imsa kriya. Tesham karmani karake shashti vivakti bhavati. Jasu imsayam jasu tarane cha churado patyate. These dhatus are in the churadigana. That alone is
Himsa arthaka only.
imsa arthaka only. Imsayam and tarana also imsa only. In Divadigana, Deivadigasya Jasu Mokshane Ityasya Dhatoho Grahanam Atra na bhavati. Okay. When the dhatus just to beat or injure, Nijanta Rupam, Ni Purvaka, Ni Prapurvaka, Andhatu to injure, Nat to attack, Churadigana, Nijanta Rupam. Then Pishdhatu, which is in the Rudhadigana, you get Pinashti, so that is Pratama Bhakti Lattakara. So that dhatu and Krata dhatu, they are used in sense of imsayam. And the karmakaraka will be taken as shashti. Example, chaurasya ujjasayati or ujjasanam. Chaurasya what is Ujjasanam? Jasanam is Himsayam Tadne. So beating the thief. The object of beating is Chaura, Karma. And here by Shashti Sheshe Shashti Bhakti. Chaurasya Saha Chaurasya Ujjasayati. It's correct. The Prayoga is correct. Saha Ujjasayati. He beats Saha Tadayati Ityartaha. Now question will come. Kam Tadayati. Chauram Tadayati. We say it is not Chauram Tadayati, but this Sutra Shashti Sheshe Chaurasya Tadayati. Karma Karaka will take Shashti Bhakti. We have to remember the Sutra, then only we will say Chaurasya. Otherwise, we'll go by Chauram Tadayati. The point here is, if it is an abstract noun, a noun form, compounding cannot be done. We cannot say Chaurasya Ujjasanam, Chauro Jasanam. That we cannot do.
Okay.
That is why it is Shashti Shesha, Pratipada Vidana Shashti. Similarly, Vrishalasya Ujjasayati, same meaning. Vrishalasya Ujjasanam. Chaurasya Niprahati. Andatu. The Andatu is sometimes Imsa only. But Ni Purvaka, Ni Prapurvaka. Ni Purvaka also. Both we can take separately. Just from the example we know. Sutra says Niprahana, Nipra. Either this both are present or any one of them, it's also fine. Nihanti or Prahanti. That also is okay. Then other way also, Pranihanti also. Not in this order it should be.
Oh, okay.
Either Ni or Pra, or Ni Puraka Pra or Pra Purvaka Ni also. For the example, all these are Imsartaka Dhatu. Tadane Imsayam, to hurt, to injure, in that meaning. Similarly, Natayati also the same. Utpurvaka Natayati, Unnatanam or Unnatayati. Vrishalasya Unnatayati, Chaurasya Unnatayati. Kratanam Kratayati, Utkratayati. Chaurasya Pinashti. Pinashti is pounding. Pinashti Rudadigana, Latlakara. Or Chaurasya Peshanam. Vishalasya. Vishalashya is same meaning only. Vishala. Okay. So it's all the same
What
meaning
is the
only.
meaning? Rishabhasya.
Vishala also in the same meaning only. Vishalasya referring to the person.
Chora.
Shoraha, the one who is a
Choraha.
rogue. Vishala,
Okay.
the rogue. Okay. So with all these dhatus, karma of that. See, Vishala, one got Vishala is Rishabha. That meaning also is there. It also means the person who is not Shora, but a rogue person. That meaning also is there. Okay. It can take any depending on the context. Depending on the context, we can.
Shudra, so they have given. Shudra.
Shudra means a low person, mean person.
Okay.
That also is meaning also possible.
One more meaning is the garlic they have given. So I think Vrishalasya Pinashti means making powder, paste of garlic we can
But
take.
Imsartha, support causing trouble, causing injury, that is. So I think it should be a conscious being, some being, living being.
Yes,
I think so. Okay. Yeah, yes, give a counter example, you see. Himsaya metikim. Garlic is not going to feel for it. You are not going to get papa. Dhanaha, okay. Dhanaha pinashti. Dhanaha pinashti or Dhanan pinashti. Dana pinashti. Okay, let me check the Kashika. The example is given there. Dhananam peshanam. Himsayamiti kim Siddhanta Kaumudi. Yeah. Dhananam peshanam. So it's a counterexample. Okay. So I'll change it. I don't know from where I did this. Himsaya, copy paste only. Himsaya miti kim.
Actually, dhana also this dhaniya will tell. For
Yeah,
that meaning they have given, but
that is the meaning. It's a grain, it's a crop. But it is a counter example. Here we cannot make Shashti 6. Okay. That is counter example.
counter.
So, but problem, see, why, what I'm saying here, Danaha is, it should be Danan. Okay. Danaha cannot be, yeah. So it should be Danan. That's what I was saying. Maybe my typing error. It's Siddhanta
It should
Kaumudi.
be Pratipadikam should be dhana only then.
Dana only. So counter example when they give. Okay, but Danaha Pinashti is given. So maybe Dhana, if it is Pratipadika like Srilinga, then Dana, Dane, Dhanaha, Dana, Dhanam, Dane, Dhanaha possible. But that is what is given in the, you see, Kashika. That is what he has given. Himsaya Mitikim counter example. Dhanaha Pinashti. So Dhanaha must be Srilinga, Ditiya Bhakti Bhagavachanam, it is karma. That's how we have to take it. Or Dhananam, it can be Shashti. Yeah, that example also is given in the Siddhanta Kaumudi. Dana. Danaha. Okay, here also is given. Dana Peshanam. Danaha Peshanam. It's okay, it's fine. Danaha is karma, karma karka. So don't think it as a that is 2-1. Take it as Titya Bhakti Bhagavachanam. Okay. Ayam hi gatado patyate. What is ayam hi gatado? Gatado is that's a subgroup. Gatadi gana dhatu in the first conjugation. Prak dhatu. Shrata krata krata shrata himsartaha iti. Tatra gatadayah mitaha iti. Mitsanyayam mitam rasvaha. That is why we have krat. It becomes kratayati. Iti rasvam syat. Okay. Gatadayah mitaha iti. Mitsanyayam mitam rasvaha. 6492. Iti rasvatvam bhavati. Okay. It is rasvatvam. Then Kashika, we check. Chaurasya, Pinashti, Atkrati. Yeah, please see here. This, it is Kratadatu, which is the Gatadi, the Gana, subgroup in the first conjugation by this Mitam Rasvaha. Gatadi, these Dhatus enjoy the Sanya Mit. Then Mitam Rasvaha, when Nich Pratyaya is added, Karatu, the Upada, Atopadayaha, Dirgaha will happen, right? Ato Virdihi will happen, right? Will happen and then become Rasva. So it should be Kratayati, right? But that is not the form. Kratayati. Chaurasya Utkratayati. Chaurasya Kratayati. Vashalasya Kratayati is Nipatanat Vridhihi Bhavati. So the Dirga is made Nipatanam. That we need to No. Nipatanat vruddhihi. So it doesn't become rasvam syat. Atra, atra means in this example, nipatanat vruddhihi. Please note. Nipatana means
Ready-made.
ready, it is made like that because that is how in the language it is available. Don't apply gatam, mitam rasvaha. Don't apply. That's the meaning, huh? Okay, fine. So this is a side point. So mitam rasvaha will not apply. So nipatanat vruddhihi bhavati iti jnatavyam. Give a footnote. Kratayati, utkratanam kratayati. Yes, star mark is there. You can connect. So if mitam rasvaha, it should be kratayati, but it doesn't because of nipatana kratayati. Then Nandikashika, Himsayam iti kim Devadattaha dhanaha pinashti. Dhanaha is the object of karma of pinashti. Peshana kriya. Here it is, there is no himsa, therefore doesn't happen.
Okay.
Then dhananam peshanam. Will compound happen or not? Here. Here it will happen because there is no
Himsa.
himsartha. Therefore compounding is possible. Whereas if it is instead of dhanana, chaurasya peshanam, pounding the thief, then compounding will not happen because there himsartha is there, right? Himsarte prayujyate. Here himsa is not there. Therefore, kridya peshanam is a lute. Pish plus lute. Pish will be undergo Gudanga Karya. P will become pay. Then lute, you become ana. Nattom happens, peshanam you get, right? I think all this
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
So dhananam peshanam, dhana peshanam, compounding is possible. Shashti tat purusha, samasa. So peshanam is kridanta shabda. Dana is the karma of pounding. Therefore, by Krid yoge shashti, that is kartar karmana kriti. We are going to see that. So karma taking shashti bhakti and compounding also is possible. This is an example for karmani shashti. Dhananam peshanam is an example, good example. And it's not a new, we are seeing already. The example, Vishwasya karta bhavanasya gopta. That Vishwasya bhavanasya krid yoge shashti. There we have karta, gopta, trich pratyaya, kritanta. Those are karmani shashti. We say Shashti Bhakti is always Sambandha Shashti. It is not true. We have Karmani Shashti, Kartari Shashti, right? Kartari Shashti also some examples before we saw. Karta of the Kriya taking Shashti Bhakti, Kridyoge Shashti. Then we have Ubhaya Prapto Karmani also. When both are there, Karta and Karma, then Karma will take Shashti, right? Sorry, Ubhaya Prapto Karmani, yeah. Karma will take, Shashti. Then, understand? Is it clear? So,
Yes. Dear.
Chauram Ujjasayati. Chaura is the Sheshe. Chaura is the karma. Karma will take Shashti. Ujjasayati in the sense of Himsa. So Sheshe Ityeva. Why Sheshe Ityeva? So here Chauram Ujjasayati. It's a counter example, okay? Chauram Ujjasayati means here Chauram Ujjasayati. So when
Chaurasya.
Chaurasya should be here, Naji.
No, it's a Sheshate iti kim. The question it's asking and then answering. Right? Shesha is, let's see, Rashika. Sheshaha iti eva. Sheshaha iti eva chauram ujjasayati. Yeah. Chauram ujjas yesham iti kim chauram hinasti niprahana iti kim chauram dihanti. Okay, there it is a different one is hinasti, there is no upasarga, and vihanti, the upasarga is there. Okay, chauram ujjasayati. Here it is शेषः इति एव therefore
The samasa is there, no chaur.
no, yes, kriya here, tinganta, not compound. Previous jasu, okay. So ujjasayati here it is not the sense of imsa.
Okay.
He releases the chaura. That meaning you have to take. It is divadigana dhatu. Okay.
Yes.
There it is chauram. Meaning is not given. Even the English translation also is not given. But here we are, because it is for only for dhatu of the churadigana. Shesha is understood here as chauram ujjasayati. Chaura, yes, explained already. Jasu vimokshane tatra, that dhatu should not be taken. Okay, I will add in on our notes. Otherwise, later this confusion will come. Maybe I would have explained this before. Again, it will come. So chauram ujjasayati is here. Jasu is atra jasu mokshane iti. See, this is how we have to connect and understand. Iti divadiganasya dhatuhu. Right? Ataha shashti na bhavati. Shashti na bhavati. Please note. This is you have to understand. What is the meaning of that? Chauram ujjasayati meaning.
It is ujjasayati, no? Ujjasayati is tadayati.
No. The dhatu is there in the.
Mujja, mu is not there. What you have sure.
Mu is not the why mu should be there.
Then only it is like.
Then only it is.
Like free. He was Choraha was freed. He releases the thief. Munj dhatu only is releasing.
Where is munj dhatu?
It's not. You read like that, no?
I didn't read it like that. It's just
No,
dhatu only.
Munjasani.
It is not there. Where it is? Jasu mokshane. Jasu, which is fourth conjugation, in the sense of mokshane, releasing. This dhatu is there in the fourth conjugation. That dhatu should not be considered here. Just dhatu of the 10th conjugation only should be considered. 10th conjugation only we have imsartaka dhatus, not in the other gana. In Divadigana we have this dhatu, but not in the sense of imsa. So when other than the imsartaka dhatu is used, then karma will be karma only. It will not take shashti by shashti sheshi. That's a counter exam.
Okay, ji. Understood.
Similarly, why that andatu hinasti chauram hinasti niprahana iti kim? When these upasarga are not there, other some other upasarga chauram vihanti. This also may be in the sense of injuring, hurting, but upasarga is different. Therefore, chauram only, karma only, not shashti. Okay, please note.
Yes, ji.
The next sutra. See, Kashika is always tricky. You can't expect the translation to be given. You have to understand. Shesha iti eva. It means the example what is given, counter example. This is not wrong. This is a valid one. Okay, this is not against no sutra something. That no, you will not see like that. This is a valid statement. So how it is valid? Then what is the meaning of ujjasayati? It cannot be tadanam. If it is injuring, imsa, then it should be uchorasya ujjasayati. That is what is given already. Uchorasya ujjasayati. Then how can be here karma? If it is karma, then ujjasayati, the jas dhatu must not be having the meaning of himsa. That's how you have to connect and understand. Right?
Yes.
Kashika is little difficult only. You have to think and then connect.
No,
And
it's
understand.
Swamsi.
Yeah, you have to be alert when you read Kashika. Not only Kashika, even Siddhanta Kumari also like that. This is what Vyakarna gives. Okay, they will not give forms or sentence which is syntactically wrong. When it is right, then you have to apply the sutra again and see. Sometimes we miss the point. Okay. Next sutra, Parvataji can read.
Yes.
Vyavahru panoho savartayoho
Samartayoho.
Kashika.
Kashika. Vyavahru.
And sorry, one more point. Then the last example, Chauram Ujjasaiti. Their compounding is possible. Suppose if you have Chauram Ujjasanam, something is there. That compounding is possible.
Chaura plus
Here we suppose Ujjasaiti, instead of Ujjasaiti, we have some other word. I mean, some other word means
allude like that.
Nam form. We have a Namapadam of Ujjasayati, then two padam can combine Samartham, Savantam padam possible. Okay. When you have Chauro Jhasanam, suppose, it's a compound like that. That is that Ujjasanam, not in the sense of Himsa. So we have to take it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
व्यवहृपणोः समर्थयोः काशिका व्यवहृपण इत्येतयोः समर्थयोः समानार्थयोः कर्मणि कारके षष्ठी विभक्तिर्भवति द्यूते क्रयविक्रयव्यवहारे च समानार्थत्वम् अनयोः
Yes, that's okay. Example is, what is the meaning? Vyavahru panoho ityetayoho is Vyavahru is a dhatu, harati. What is Vyava?
Vi purvaka.
Ava.
Ava purvaka.
Both are upasarga. V plus ava plus Vru. And pandhatu. Pandhatu somewhere also we saw, not here, in the case of Adadhatuka. Pani, Vya Ayaha, Panayati. It comes like that. Aya pratyaya is added to the dhatu before we added the tip pratyaya, Adadhatuka pratyaya. Aya pratyaya. Anyway. So the karma of the dhatu by Sheshe Shashti, Shashti Vakti Bhavati. Samartayoho. Vyavahru Pana iti etayoho samartayoho. Samartayoho means these two roots denote the same thing. Vyavahru and Pana iti etayoho samartayoho. Samartayoho is equal to samana artayoho. When they have the same meaning, then karma of this will take Shashti Bhakti.
Yes.
Dyuta is
This
Dyute.
is,
Kraya Vikraya Vyavaharecha Samanartatvam Anayoho. These two dhatus, that is Hr, V Avapurvaka Hr dhatu and Pan dhatu. Dyuta is Dyuta Kriya. That is the game.
game.
You know,
Okay.
what that dice, throwing the dice. And Kraya Vikraya Vyavahar. Kraya is buying, Vikraya is selling.
Selling. Okay.
So in these two action, these two dhatus have the same meaning. Samanartatvam asti anayoho dhatoho. Right?
Yes.
Then only karmani karake shashti bhavat. Otherwise, no. Now it's read the example.
Okay. Shatasya vyavaharati, sahasrasya vyavaharati.
So what is the meaning here? Shatasya vyavaharati. Shatasya vyavaharati and sahasrasya vyavaharati. Okay, please read other example.
Shatasya panate, sahasrasya panate. Aya pratyayah kasmat na bhavati.
No, not here. That is okay later.
Okay.
Shatasya vyavaharati and shatasya panate, sahasrasya vyavaharati and sahasra panate, both having the same meaning. So in the sense of dyuta, gambling, or the kraya vikraya vyavahare, these both have the same meaning. Then only shashti. Otherwise, shashti bhakti will not come. When they do not have samanartha, then shashti bhakti will not come. For that counter example he has given, samartayoho iti kim shalakam vyavaharati, and vyavaharati is pariganayati, means counting. Shalaka pariganayati. Parigananam means
counting.
And shalaka is shalaka, the meaning
chain. Sarpali will tell him.
Sorry? Train.
Like shalaka means it's a chain, no?
Shalaka vyavaharati. No, shalaka, the word we have seen before also. Let me see what is the meaning. Shalaka, shalaka dies only. Okay. Shalaka is dies. Shalakam vyavaharati, and the panayate, brahmanan panayate. Here panayati, the sense of praising. So when these do not have the same meaning, then samanartha, when it is not there, then we cannot use. That's now you see our notes. They're clearly given. And pandatu, aya pratyaya is taken. When it takes aya pratyaya, it will be in the sense of stuti. I will explain here just more. So, vyavahra pana iti etayoho samanartayoho karmani karake sheshe sheshti. Okay. When the karaka, karma karaka of the roots, hrudatu, with the upasarga, be and ava, and pandatu. Pandatu, please, you can note. Generally, pandatu will take aya pratyaya. By what sutra? We have the sutra. One pratyaya is an aya pratyaya. 3-1. Before 3-132, so one sutram is there. Ayadaya adadatu keva. So before that, Kamerning, Riteriyang.
Gupudhupa vichip.
Yeah. Yes, that is the one. Yeah. Gupudhupa vichi pani panibhya ayaha. This one we have seen long back. Gupu will become Gopayati, etc. So pani and pana in the sense of stuti. Yeah. Pana vivahare stutaucha. So it has got two meaning. In the sense of pan, when it is used in the sense of stuti, and vivahar in the sense of gambling, then cannot have karma karaka. I mean, it cannot have Shashti Bhakti. When these two dhatus enjoy the same meaning, then only Shashti Bhakti. That's the meaning. When Karmakaraka of the roots, with Upasarga, V and Ava and Pan, is considered as a general relation, that is Shesha, then the basic word connected with them should be used in Shashti. Samanartayoho, meaning the two dhatus denote the same meaning, gambling and trading. One dhatu has got the meaning of stuti also, praising. That meaning should not be taken. So when these two dhatus have dyute, kraya, vikraya, vyaharecha, anayoho dhatoho samana artaha asti. So only in these two senses, this rule applies. When each of the rules convey different meanings, then this rule will not apply. So like the example. Therefore, the meaning of the sutram is the karma of the dhatu, vyavahara, and pan, when they are synonymous, having the same meaning, samanartha, that is, when they mean dealing in sale, trading, and purchase action, or staking in gambling, then it will take Shashti Bhakti. Example. Shatasya Vyavaharati, which takes 100. Shatasya Panate. So here Panate, what is the meaning of Panate?
Gambling.
Gambling. See, instead of Vyavaharati, we can use Panate. That is called Samanartha. Instead of Vyavaharati, if we can use Panate, then Shata, the karma will take Shashti. Suppose if we have Panayati, right, the sutra, this sutra, Aya Pratyaya adding and then Stutavarte. Stutavarte, here also it gives the same meaning. Shata, even same example. Shatasya Panate, Sahasrasya Panate. Stutyartena Panina Sahacharya Tadata Panina Pratyam Utpadayati Na Vyavahara. Please see here. This sutra is a different sutra where it says, in the sense of stuti for the dhatus, all the 5 dhatus, but we are not interested only in pana. In the sense of stuti, pratyayam utpadayati. The pratyaya, aya pratyaya is added. So pan plus aya will become panaya. Panaya is a new dhatu. You can decline panayati, panayataha, panayanti. But what is the meaning? Praising. Suti. Brahmanan panayati devadattaha. Right? So why Brahmanan panayati? If it is panate, then it doesn't enjoy that meaning. It enjoys the meaning of vyavahara. So only in the sense of vyavahara, when the pandhatu is used, in the place of which we can use vyavahara also. So when they are used the same artha, then the karma of that dhatu can take Shashti Vibhakti. Otherwise, no. So Shatasya Vyavaharati atava Shatasya Panate. Sahasrasya Vyavaharati atava Sahasrasya Panate. Aya Pratyaya Kasman na Bhavati, because Aya Pratyaya comes only in Stutyartha. Stutyarthasya Panatehe Aya Pratyaya Ishyate. In the sense of stuti praising only, Aya Pratyaya will come after the dhatu, Gupu, Dupa, Vichi, Pani, Panibhya, Ayaha. It takes Aya Pratyaya meaning to praise, to honor, but not in the sense of this Dyuta, Kraya, Vikraya, Vyavahara. Right? Counter example, Kashika gives. Shalakam Vyavaharati, he plays the dice, Vikshipati Ityartaha. Brahmanan Parayate, he praises the Brahmana.
Brahmanas.
Here these two dhatus not having the same meaning. When these samanartaka dhatus are not there, then we cannot use Shashti. It has to be karma. Then Sheshe itya. Shatam panate, yes. Shatam panate it takes a Shatam panate. Yeah.
Then
Shatam panate.
Shatasya has to come, Naji, that time.
Vishatasya panate. Let me check. Cannot be.
States means
Vedanta Kumari. No. From where I gave this Shatam panate, maybe wrong. Shatam panate.
This is Aya Pratyaya. How to come. So maybe in the previous.
Yeah.
last line shatasya panate.
Shatasya panate, Sagasrasya panate. Sheshe ityeva, where it is Sheshe ityeva?
That sutra we had.
From where I took this Sheshe ityeva.
Here they only
Aya pratyaya tasmat navavati sutyarte navavati. It takes a meaning, but not in the sense of gambling. So in the sense of no, here, see, here the panate is not used in the sense of it's not panayate, it is panate. For that is example is. The example is not panayate, brahmanan pana. If it is sense of praising, then aya pratyaya will come after the dhatu. If it is in the sense of, not in the sense of praising, then panate only will come. Shatam panate.
Dhammadam, it is
Okay.
2357.
Huh? Sorry?
2357, Kashika has got that.
2350.
7, Kashika.
That is Sutra we are saying. Oh, I'm saying the wrong place. Okay. Yeah. Samita. Yes, yes.
In Kashika,
Yeah.
last
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Shesha Ityeva Shatam Panate.
Yeah, I'm seeing the wrong sutra. Yeah, Shesha. Now it's correct. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes. Shatam Panate is correct only.
Yes, sir.
Shatam Panate is, this is example here, it is not Panayate, Panate. Shatam Panayate cannot come. Panayate is in the sense of praising. Devadattaha Brahmanan Panayate. In Brahmanan Stauti. Devadattaha Shatam Panate means it takes 100 rupees in gambling. Right? That Panate only. Why Shatasya? If we can use Vyavaharati,
The place of Panate.
Panate, if they both enjoy the same meaning, then Shatasya Panate. But here it is not, therefore Shatam Panate. Okay.
Oh.
That's a Samanartaka. So,
it has come in the sense of trading only. Then Sashti Bhakti.
when Vyavahara and Pandatu can, when they have this, enjoy the same meaning, then Shashti Bhakti can be used. Okay. When both enjoy the same meaning, then Shashti Bhakti can be used. So,
Then
but they both enjoy
together.
they enjoy the same meaning, the sense of Dyuta and Kraya Vikraya Vyavahara. So when it is Panayate, then it's got the meaning of praising. Then there it cannot be enjoy the same meaning, it cannot use. So Shatasya Vyavaharati or Shatasya Panate, that is fine. That is the example for this. But here counter example is given. Brahmanan panayate shalakam vyavaharati. The meaning is different. Brahmana shalakam vyavaharati, he gambles. He's gambling with the dice. Brahmanan panayate, praising the Brahmanas. Why Brahmanan panayate? Why not panate? Therefore, that he says, Shatam panate. Shatam panate means he stakes 100. He stakes 100 panate. If we can, instead of panate, if you, uh, Shatasya panate, that's why I give the example of that sutra. 1 minute. That is Pandatu not taking aya, then it will be in the sense of gambling. For that, this example is given. Counter example, Shatam Panate.
Okay.
Okay, this is the counter example. Let me check again. 1 minute. Let us see here. Nyasa. Shatasya vyavaharati shatam kraya vikrayena viniyunte divyati va ityartaha. Shatasya panate iti atrapi saha eva artaha. Aya pratyah kasman na bhavati, because aya pratyah stutyarth इत्यादि. यद्यपि पन व्यवहारे सुतो च इति स्तुति व्यवहारयोः पनिः पठते पठ्यते, तथापि स्तुत्यर्थस्य एव पनतेः आयप्रत्ययः इष्यते न व्यवहारार्थस्य. तत्र वृत्तिकारः स्वयं एवं युक्तिं वक्ष्यति. स्तुत्यर्थेन पणिना साहचर्या तदर्थमेव पनिः आयम् उत्पादयति न व्यवहारार्थमिति. शलाकां व्यवहरति परिगणयति, अत्र व्यवहारते वर्तते इति असमानार्थत्वं. ब्राह्मणान् पनयति इति स्तौति इत्यर्थः. शलाकां व्यवहरति and ब्राह्मणान् पनयति. पनयि इत्यस्य अर्थे व्यवहरतेः वृत्तिः नास्ति इति असमा. Okay, this is same. There are a lot of typing mistakes. शलाका व्यवहारः गणना इत्यर्थः. ब्राह्मणपननं स्तुत्यर्थः इति. शेषे इत्येव. शतस्य व्यवहरति अशतस्य पनते. He deals or stakes 100. Okay. But not so here in Shalakam Vyavaharati and Brahmanan Panayate. The word Shesha is also understood here, so that we have Shatam Panate. Means shouldn't be shatasya panate. It's a valid question. Why shatam panate? You have to think. This is a valid sentence actually. But understanding is some gap is there. What is that? Shatam panate. Am I missing something? Okay, let me check later and tell. Okay, for the class I'll do. So the karma of these dudes is taken as a mere relation when Shashti Bhakti is used. Vyavahara panayo samartayoho Shashti Bhakti bhavati dyute karya vyavahare. So shatasya vyavaharati shatasya panate. Sahasrasya vyavaharati sahasrasya panate. When it is let me think, I'll tell you later. I forgot the meaning. Then in this notes are there, not explained in detail. I don't remember what I said before. Contra example.
If it was Shatasya Panate, it would be correct. No confusing there. No. Panayate means then Stutyartha will come, then Shatam Panayate we can write. Aya Pratyaya is not there, so Dvitiya Vibhakti has come, Shatam Panate.
So what is the significance of Shesha? Is the question. Shesha is the Anuvritti.
Sorry?
Shesha is Anuvritti. What does it mean? Does it mean it is Vivaksha or?
No. Shesha is when you don't want to express in the car. This contra example here.
Okay.
When Sheshaha iti eva, it's a contra example. If it is Sheshe Shashti, then Shatasya Panate. Sheshaha iti evam. Why? Because here it is not Shesha Artha Ukta Tanyaha, not in that meaning. Therefore, it is karma of Pandavatu, therefore Shatam Panate. But still, I feel I need to explain a little more on that. Because Shatam Panate and Vyavaharati both in the sense of meaning, same meaning. Gambling and trading only, both. So when they have the same meaning, then it should be Shatasya Panate. Not that both the dhatu should be used the same context. That is not the meaning. But the karma of the dhatu, that is we Avapurvaka dhatu and Pandhatu, it is in the sense of Dyuta and Karya Vikarya Vahara, then instead of karma, Shashti should be employed. That's the meaning. Samanarthayoho. When these two dhatus have enjoyed the same meaning, the same meaning.
The karma of the two dhatus has the same meaning. The
Same meaning.
Shata is the same meaning.
Karma of the two dhatus.
Not karma, I think.
Not the two dhatus, but the karma of the two dhatus.
Yeah, karma of the two dhatus. The karma of the dhatu, Pandhatu is Shatam. The karma of the dhatus will take Shashti Vibhakti. When the meaning of the dhatu is sense of trading and gambling. Okay, till
So shatam should become shatasya.
That is, but here it is counter example is cannot correct. Counter example is a valid example. Okay.
Then they must give both the dhatus always to compare. We have padate and vyavaharati. They should have samanarthaka meaning, no?
Karma of the dhatus when they are synonymous, dealing in sale and purchase action or staking in gambling.
Oh, when
Stakes.
gambling meaning comes, then
No, that
we
is
must.
both are fine. It's example wise, it's not a problem.
Depending on the context, we should take the.
Does he say shatam because here vyavaharati the word is another form is not used? Because samanartha dhatu means what is the significance of samanartha? Having the same meaning only. That's it. When they have the same meaning, then we can use Shrivati. No other explanations given further. Okay. Let me check. Dental. Samartha Yoga. The word Samartha tells when they have the same Samana Arthaka Samartha. Okay, that is fine. That is not waste time. Just move. I'll tell you later. Okay, next sutra. I'll see that later. Sheshaityaga. Divas tadartasya. Divas tadartasya. And it has anuvritti of, I think, this Vyavahru Panoho. Vyavahru Panoho coming as anuvritti. See, this sutra, the previous sutra, even when the counter example, the previous sutra, the counter example, if you see the Kashika, Samartayoho iti kim Shalakam Vyavaharati Pariganayati Brahmanan Panayati Stauti Ityartaha. Shalakam Vyavaharati, there also same question should you ask, right? Should be Shalakasya? It is not. Right? So it is not Shalakasya. Shalakam Vyavaharati.
Ditya Bhakti, yes.
It is, yeah. It is Shalakam Vyavaharati. Shalakanam Vyavaharaha. It is Shalakam Vyavaharati. Dvitya Bhakti. Karma. Shalakam Vyavaharati. It is Pariganayati iti artaha. Pariganayati iti, that is the meaning. Fine. Pariganam is counting, trading, gambling. Brahmanan Panayati. Yes, Tauti iti artaha. So, he has given the meaning of Pariganayana. Parigananam is same meaning. Parigananam. That is, he throws the dice. Gambling. Shalakam Vyavaharati is Parigananam. He throws the dice. Brahmanan Panayate, pricing. So, I think when we can't use the word interchangeably when it can't be used, that then it is not samanartha. When it can be used interchangeably, that is, instead of vyavaharati, if I can use panayati, but I cannot use panayati here, because Brahma panayati means stauti. So therefore it is taking Dvitiya Vibhakti here, not Shashti Vibhakti. Shalakam Vyavaharati, only not Shala Tasya Vyavaharanam. One minute. Here it is, Pariganayati is counting the days. Shalaka is days. Shatasya Vyavaharati means it takes the 100. It takes 100. Shatasya Vyavaharati, Sahasrasya Vyavaharati means that he gambles for 100. Shatasya Panate, he gambles for 100. Sahasrasya Panate. So here, Shalakam Pariganayati means he is counting the days. The counter example, Samartayoho iti kim, why the word Samartayoho is there? Shalakam Pariganayati, Vyavaharati is Pariganayati. Here, Vyavaharaha is in the Vyavaharati in sense of Pariganana, counting the days. Counting the days. So, and Brahmanan Panayati is praising. So the dhatu of these, these two, they express different meanings, not the meaning common to them. They don't express. Therefore, Shashti Vibhakti, therefore, this sutra will not apply. Therefore, the sutra will not. When they have different meaning, each the root expresses its own meaning, not the meaning common to them. Therefore, this sutra cannot be applied. The sutra cannot be applied. Therefore, in fact, we can do compounding of this. Brahmananam, suppose Panayanam, the word is Pananam. Pananam, for example. We can do compound.
Brahmana Pananam.
Brahmana Pananam. We can do similarly Shalakanam Vyavaharaha, Shalaka Vyavaharaha. We can do compounding of that because there Vyavaha and this Pana, they do not express the common meaning. Right? Same meaning. They express different meaning. So, therefore, the sutra will not apply. That's why it is Dvitiya Vibhakti Karma Karaka. Right?
Yes.
And that is one thing. Okay. So, why the word Samartayoho? Father, that is the reason. Samartayoho, Samana Artayoho, counter example. When Samana Artha is not there, then Karma Karaka, Dvitiya Vibhakti, the compounding is possible. Vyavaharati, so Vyavaharati, we need to have some Kridanta Vyavaharaha. Similarly, instead of Panayati, we should have some Kridanta Pananam or something. Then it is possible. I think that a counter example is given. Yeah, Shalaka Vyavaharaha. In Siddhanta Kaumadi has given a counter example. Samartayoho iti kim. Yes, Samartayoho it is. Gananam ityataha, in the sense of counting. So, not in therefore here the meaning is different. Therefore, compounding is possible. And Brahmana Pananam Stutihi, therefore compounding, praising the Brahmanas. So, Dhatu expresses its own meaning. They do not have the common meaning there. Therefore, the sutra will not apply. Therefore, we have Shalakam Vyavahati. Shalaka Vyavaharaha, the compound which we express Shalakam Vyavaharati, Brahmanan Panayati, right? I mean, I'm using a Kriya Padam. Or Brahmana, Brahmanan, Brahmananam Padanam. It is.
There Samasabha we can do.
Yeah, Vikshashi Tatpurushamasa. Shalakanam Vyavaharaha, Shalaka Vyavaharaha. Shalakanam Vyavahara means Gananam. That is here not in the sense of, the common sense of Dyuta or Kriya Vikriya Vyavahara. So, therefore, compounding is possible. Okay. So, that is Samartayoho iti. Did I explain that in my notes? Samartayoho iti kim. So, Shalakam Vyavagharati means Vikshipati, throws the dice. So, not, see, is a throw the dice.
No.
When we have the object as shatam, then it is gambling. Okay. So shalakam vyavaharati or shalakanam vyavaharaha, compounding is possible. Then we have shalaka vyavaharaha. I'm just giving an example of compounding. Shalaka yaha vyavaharaha, shalaka vyavaharaha. Similarly, brahmananam panayanam stutihi, brahmana pananam. This is brahmana pananam compound. Because shashti sheshe pratipada vidana shashti, compounding is not possible. Here compounding is possible because that's got a
Different meaning.
yeah, therefore compounding is possible. This is samartayoho. Here it is not samartha, therefore compounding is possible. Counter example is a negative. Samartayoho itikim atra samartaha samanartaha nasti. Therefore, samanartha nasti means vyavahara in the sense of counting. Pariganane arte vyavahara is prayujyate. Vikshipati or throwing. Similarly, panayate, the dhatu is used in the praising, not in the sense of samartha, samanartha. These two enjoy the same meaning only in dyuta and vikriya, but they are used in different meanings. Therefore, compounding is possible. Therefore, it will take dvitiya vibhakti, karmakaraka, that is general, and the compounding also is possible. Okay. Compounding also it is possible. Don't confuse samartha is means samartha padavedi. That is not a meaning. Samartha yoga means samana artha yoga ityartha. When these two enjoys samana artha yoga, and two have the same meaning, then only instead of karmakaraka, you can express as a general relation. That is what shesha, then shashti vibhakti. Chalakanam vyavaharati, then similarly brahmananam panate iti. But here it is not, therefore compounding is possible. Now here, he takes 100. So here takes 100 is shatam panate. Shatam panate, shatasya panate. Okay, don't.
Actually,
Yeah, to give another shatam panate, or then shatam panate. What to say? That is panate. Yeah, what is it to say?
no, panayati should come. No, sir. If dvitiya vibhakti.
Panayate cannot be praised. This is not praising. So shatam panate.
Shatasya pan.
Shatasya. But this part, okay. This part I'll be check.
Same
Why it
sentence earlier they gave us shatasya panate.
In
Last sentence
Kashika.
shatam panate they changed.
Not changing. It's why it's saying why it is shesha. Shesha iti eva, but here it is not in the sense of general relationship. Therefore, it takes karma karaka, karma taking ditiya.
Maybe some different meaning instead of states.
No, not different meaning. The shatam is there, therefore it takes 100 only. That is the meaning. It is the sense of gambling. But
means Shashti only. That's what we read. Takes Shashti.
or is there any mistake there in that? I don't know. That to check the Kashika. I'll check the Kashika physical book also. In Siddhanta Kamari, this is not given. Okay. अत्र व्यवहारार्थ इति असमानार्थत्वम् अस्ति. शलाकां व्यवहरति, it's explaining that samanartha. Brahmana pranayati stauti. Panayi ityartha vyavaharateh samanartha, some typo there. Padamanjari. Last try, otherwise we'll see. Shalakam vyavaharati ganayati. The meaning is different. Shatasya vyavaharati shatam karya vikraya rupena viniyumte divyati va ityartaha. Okay. Yes, not explained. Padamanjari also. Okay, we'll see that. I'll explain that Shesha iti kim. That part I'll explain later.
Best.
Otherwise it is Shatasya panate, Shatasya vyavaharati. Okay, then somewhere something I'm missing at that much. Okay. Divas tadattasya. That's anuvritti of vyavahara. Okay, please come, you read.
दिवस पदार्थस्य काशिका व्यवहृपणि समानार्थस्य दीव्यते. कर्मणि षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति. शतस्य दीव्यते. सहस्रस्य दीव्यते. तदर्थस्येति किम्? ब्राह्मणं दीव्यति. योगविभाग उत्तरार्थः.
Siddhanta Kaumudi. You can read.
सिद्धान्त कौमुदी द्यूतार्थस्य क्रय विक्रय रूप व्यवहारार्थस्य च दिवः कर्मणि षष्ठी स्यात्. शतस्य दीव्यति. तदर्थस्य किम्? ब्राह्मणं दीव्यति. स्तौतीत्यर्थः. स्तौतीत्यर्थः.
द्यूतार्थस्य क्रय विक्रय रूप व्यवहारार्थस्य च divah karmani षष्ठी विभक्ति भवति. So here for the div dhatu, the sense of dyutarthasya, then kraya vikraya rupa vyavahar, sense of trading. Kraya vikraya is business. Dyutartha is gambling. So karma of the div dhatu. Div has the meaning of divyati, playing. So karma of the div dhatu will take Shashti Bhakti. Shatasya divyati, example for dyutarthasya. Then Brahmanam divyati, counter example. Div dhatu in the sense of gambling and trading. The karma of that. Karma karaka karmani Shashti Bhakti bhavati. But you can see it is not Sheshe is not mentioned here, unlike the previous example. Previous example, if you see Siddhanta Kaumudi or Sheshe Karmani Shashti Syat, it says Siddhanta Kaumudi. Kashika, okay, Kashika doesn't say, and even Siddhanta, if you see Siddhanta Kaumudi, every time he says Sheshe Karmani Shashti Syat, but for this he doesn't say. So it is not Shesha, the word doesn't come here as anuvritti. You should note Sheshe. Here, the website is given, but Sheshe is not as anuvritti for this sutra. So the karma of the devdata in the sense of gambling and trading, then Shashti Bhakti should be used. So Shatasya Divyati, the Shata, which is a karma of devdata, used in Shashti. Tadartasya iti kyum, why Tadartasya means having the same meaning of that. Same meaning of that means what? Vyavahara panoho, coming as anuvritti. Having the same meaning of vyava hru, Vyavapurvaka hru, and as well as Pandhat. For that counter example, Brahmanam Divyati. Brahmanam Divyati, praising the Brahmana. So Brahmana is used in Dvitiya Bhakti, not in Shashti here, because it is not having the meaning same as that of Vyavahru and Pana. That is Dhyutartha and Kriya Vikriya Rupa Vyavahara, not the, therefore, Dvitiya Vibhakti, Karmakaraka Dvitiya Vibhakti. So Brahmanam Divyati, Divyati in the sense of Stauti, praising, then Karmakaraka will take Dvitiya Vibhakti. But here Karma taking Shashti Vibhakti because Divyati in the sense of Dhyutartha, therefore Shashti Vibhakti. So extending this meaning for the Dhatu, Div Dhatu also. That is what the Sutra does. So you see Kashika. Vyavahru Pani Samanartasya Divyate. So Div Dhatu also having the same meaning of Vyavahru and Pani. Then karma of them will be Shashti Bhakti. So Shashtasya Divyati, Sahasrasya Divyati. Tadartasya iti Kim Brahmanam Divyati. Okay. Why then this dhatu should be mentioned separately? This could have been added to the previous sutra. Vyavahru, Panoho, two dhatus are. One more dhatu, Div dhatu could have been added, right? Samartayoho, Samanartayoho, these three dhatus, will take the karma of that, will take Shashti Bhakti. Why it is given separately? It says Yoga Vibhaga Uttarartaha. So Yoga Vibhaga is done. Yoga Vibhaga is dividing the sutra into two. When the Yoga Vibhaga, when this root might have been well included in the last aphorism sutra itself, the sutra is for the sake of succeeding sutra which have the anuvritti of Div and not of Vyavahru Panoho. That is why this Div Dhatu is given separately. Div Dhatu Divaha goes as anuvritti for the other sutras. So not Tadartasya. That is why the sutra is mentioned separately. The 58 sutra divided into two. Divaha is one and Tadartasya is another one. And Divaha goes as anuvritti for the successive sutra, not Tadartasya. That is why the sutra is mentioned separately. Otherwise, Divdhatu would have been included in Vyavahru Panoho. We don't have to write one more sutra. Now let us see. This is sutra number 2358, which is there in my notes. 2358. I'm not sure whether 2358. If it is not there, then check out. I'll write. To 258. 2358. Because this is not Sheshe Shashti, that is why I think this is not there in these notes. Okay. The notes what you are seeing, it is Shashti Tat Purusha Samasa, under which the Sheshe Shashti. The Shashti Vibhakti, the Sheshe Shashti, Pratipada Vidana Shashti will not compound. So for that, this example is given. And Sutra 2358 is not covered. The knowledge of the Vibhakti Sutrani which are required for forming Tat Purusha Samasa. So Nyaha Vidartasya, other than that only compounding is possible. So all these are Pratipada Vidana Shashti. Then 2358 is not Pratipada Vidana Shashti. That is why not given in my notes. It's okay. I've explained already. I can do it again if you want. So Div Dhatu having the same meaning of Vyavahru and Pani. That is in the sense of Dyuta, Kraya Vikraya, Rupa Vyavahara, trading, and then gambling and trading. Div Dhatu, karma of that will take Shashti Bhakti. So Shatasya Divyati is takes 100, gambling for 100, or doing trading for 100, could be anything. He is gambling for 100 or trading of 100. Shatasya Divyati, Shatasya Panate, Shatasya Vaharati, same meaning. So either he plays, playing, gambling. So here Divyati meaning you have to take. Shatasya Divyati, Divdhatu means to play. So Brahmanam Divyati, there it is not in the sense of playing, it is in the sense of praising. Therefore Brahmanam Divyati. Right? There it is Vidya Bhakti only. Here it is Shatasya Divyati. Okay. So here, you follow, right? Divdhatu, same thing as the previous one. But we can add something more. It is not said here. What about the compounding? Brahmanan Divyati atra stauti, praising. So Brahmanan or Brahmananam. Brahmananam Divyati we cannot say, because if you say, then it is not in the meaning of tadartasya, not in the meaning of that. That referring to the previous sutra, Vyavaharupanoho. Right? Not in the sense of Vyavaharupan. Tadartasya atra na prayujyate, therefore Brahmanan only, not Brahmanana. Whereas Shatasya Divyati, when you say Tadartasya eva bhavishyati, Purva yoga eva divo grahanam kartum yuktam syat. Tat kimartaha yoga vivaha ityartaha. Okay. Tadartasya, when we say Vyavaharupanoho, in the sense of trading and gambling, then it will become Shashti Bhakti. For that example, Shatasya Divyati. Okay. Sutra is this, only this much. It is simple. Why Shatasya is there? We know because it is sense of trading and gambling, Shatasya. Why it is Ditiya, not Shashti? Because it is in the sense of praising.
Okay.
Okay, that is fine. Done. So the sutra is not there in the list. Maybe I will add later. Now, regarding compounding, let us think on compounding. So, Shatasya Divyati can convert a Divyati into a Namapadam, suppose. Because this is not in the Pratipada Vidhana Shashti. Not Sheshe Shashti is not there. Atra Shesha iti, okay, randomly I just happened to see this, Balavanarama. Atra Shesha iti ananavrittehe karmatva prakaraha eva bodhaha. Sheshe, the anuvritti is not there. When Sheshe anuvritti is not there, okay, Sheshe is Uktat Anyaha. That's called Sheshe. It is not there. Therefore, Karmatva Prakaraha eva bodhaha. Ataha eva dvitiya brahmane iti uttaratra sutram. Sutra typo is that. Okay. Iti atra nitya shashti prapto dvitiyartam iti uktam bhashya kayyatayoha sangachate iti anyatra vistaraha. It is explained somewhere else. So, atra Sheshe iti ananavrittehe. Okay, this is Balamanarama, not clear. Type, then let me check here. Shesha iti asya asambandhat iha Trisutriyam tingantam udaharati Shatasya Divyati iti. Want to say something more on this? तत्शब्देन व्यवहृपनो परामृश्यते तौ च द्यूते क्रिया विक्रिय व्यवहारते तुल्यातो पूर्वसूत्रविहितो इति आशयनाः. So तदर्थस्य तद् referring to the व्यवहृपणयोः समानार्थयोः, then karma of divdhatu will take shashti vibhakti. That is what it says. And sense of trading and gambling, if it is playing, then dvitiya vibhakti. Okay. Then so this compounding is we have to think a little on compounding. If it is a sheshe shashti, compounding is not possible, right? If it is not sheshe shashti, because sheshe shashti anavrittehi, he says. There is no anuvritti of sheshe shashti for this. Atra sheshaha iti na anuvartate. Uttaratra sutra dvayoho aramba samarthyat. Therefore, sheshe not there. When sheshe is not there, compounding is possible or not? When shesha there is not anuvritti. If it is shesha anuvritti is not there. Therefore, uttaratra dvaya aramba samarthyat. See, when everything can be expressed by Shashti Sheshe, the mentioning of the sutras separately is for the purpose of avoiding samasa. The Pratipada Vidana Shashti na samasyate. So these are all Pratipada Vidana Shashti na samasyate. Compounding is not possible in this meaning, whatever it is. That's why Sheshe Shashti. It's all Shashti coming as Anuvatti, Sheshe Shashti. Whereas 2358, our sutra, example is not given. I have to look for example. But anyway, but we can see samasa permits or not. The question is that. It's not talked about that. This is, I'm just thinking. Okay. Like a shatasya vivaharaha. Similarly, shatasya divyati is there. Divati, we can have a.
Lut pratyaya means devanam.
Yeah. We get, yes, devanam. So shatasya devanam. Then the compounding is shatasya vivaharaha, vivahara in the sense of trading or gambling, then it is shatasya vivaharaha, compounding cannot be done, right? The previous is what we saw.
Okay.
Shatasya vivaharaha, compounding cannot be done. Shalakaha vivahara, compounding is possible, right? I hope you understand, not confused, huh? Previous sutra, Shalaka is counting the dice. Shalaka vyavaharaha. See. Here. Shalakanam vyavaharaha. Shalaka vyavaharaha. But vyavaharaha here parigaranam counting. Similarly, Brahmananam pananam, Brahmana pananam we can compound. Because it is in the different this sense meaning. It is Pratipada Vidana Shashti in this meaning. Here this meaning is not there, therefore compounding is possible, right?
Yes, sir.
I have written in my notes, please see that Brahmanana, this is all extra that which I have written. Just a minute. Yeah, Shalaka Vivaharaha Brahmana Pananam, compounding. When compounding is possible, it means it is not in the sense of the Pratipada Vidana Shashti. That is not the sense of the sutra. Whatever the sutra says, right? In that meaning, it is not, the vyahara is not used, or panana, the word is not used. That is meaning is trading and gambling. It is in a different sense. Therefore, compounding is possible. Right? Same way, extending that for divaha tadartasya, divaha in the sense of dyuta, kraya, vikriya, vivahare, it is karma will take shashti, fine. But shesha doesn't come as anuvritti. Therefore, it is not sheshe shashti. It is not sheshe shashti. It is karma will take Shashti. It is Siddhanta Kaumudi. Dhyutartasya kraya vikraya rupa vyavaharatasya divaha karmani shashti sya. This is example for Shatasya divyati. Shata is karma. Karmani shashti. Not sheshe shashti. You understand? The previous examples are all sheshe shashti. There if you see Sahasrasya Vivaharati, Shatasya Vivaharati, we can convert Vivaharati into Vivaharaha. Shatasya Vivaharaha can we compound? Yes or
Alright.
no?
Shata Vyavahara.
We
No.
cannot compound. Shatasya Vivahara. This is because this is Pratipada Vidana. Shashti is coming as Anuvruti here. Pratipada Vidana Shashti it is. Shatasya Vivaharaha, Shata Vivaharaha we cannot say. Shalaka is different. Shalaka not in this meaning, therefore compounding is possible. Please try to understand what I say. Shatasya, instead of Vyavaharati, convert into Vyavaharaha. The sutra is not important, okay? But what the sutra tries to tell, that is makes us think that much is important. When are we going to use the sutra? Why do we scratch? Not required. You can just skip and go. That's not the point. But what the sutra conveys, you see, that fine thing. Shatasya Vyavaharati. Okay, what is the difference between Shatasya Vyavaharati and Shalaka Vyavaharati? Previous sutra.
Shalaka Vyavaharati means Pariganati or counting is there.
Not in the sense what the sutra intends.
Yeah.
Pandatu and Vyavaharudhatu, they have the same meaning only in Dyuta and Kriya Vikri Vyavahara. Right? Not in the sense of Pariganana. So therefore, in the different meaning other than this. Therefore, it is not covered by this sutra, this Pratipada Vidana Shashti. Therefore, compounding is possible between these two. Shalakanam Vyavaharaha, Shalaka Vyavaharaha. Similarly, Brahmananam Pananam, Brahmana Pananam possible. Whereas here we cannot do Shatasya Vyavaharaha, we cannot do Shata Vyavahara. That is wrong, Bhavati.
Yes, Ji.
Sahasrasya Vyavaharaha, Sahasra Vyavaharaha is wrong.
Wrong.
Cannot do it. You understand this point?
Yes, Ji.
All of you?
Yes.
Ganeshi, clear?
Yes, Shanji.
Yes,
This,
yes.
in the sense of not given by, not indicate, not conveyed by the sutra, compounding is possible. Okay, understand like that. In the sense of the Pratipada Vidana Shashti, other than Pratipada Vidana Shashti, compounding is possible. In the sense of the Pratipada Vidana Shashti, compounding is not possible. That is what the sutra, Pratipada Vidana Shashti na samasyate means when the specifically given, when all this can be covered by Shashti Sheshe, specifically given means it is not for the, it cannot compound. That is a very specifically given, these sutras. I'm giving a counter example to that. Then counter example means can compound. Simple, right?
Yes, Ji.
Counter example can compound. Vitireka Udaharanam can compound. You understand like that. Vitireka Udaharanam.
Okay.
Anvaya Udaharanam cannot compound. Because Udaharanam in keeping with the rule here. Anvaya Udaharanam na samasyate. So Vitireka Udaharanam, of course, samasyate. Now, extending that for Div here, and Shashti doesn't come as Anuvritti here. Shashti doesn't come. Then what is the importance of the Shashti? About Shashti, one write-up is there at the beginning of this, my notes, you can see that. In addition to the above usages of Shashti Vibhakti ending, the Shashti Vibhakti may also be used for, may express Sambandha for Kartrikarakam and Karmakarakam, that was Kekrit Yoga Shashti then. These rules are found in the range from 2365 to 2373. But not all the Krit Pratyas support Yoga Shashti. Okay, yes, Apavada is there. Then before this sutra, Pratama Vibhakti is employed to enjoy Pratipadikata. 6 karakas like karma, etc. also explained, and different Vibhakti is also enjoyed to different karakas. Done. Therefore, what is this Shesha doing here? Therefore, Shesha means other than what has been mentioned earlier, Ukta Tanyaha. Only the general relations, Swaswami Sambandha, etc. remains not discussed. So therefore, Sambandha Shashti. Shesha Shashti is only the Sambandha, the relation is not, but we are not confining to that only. Swaswami Sambandha, Avayava Avayavi Sambandha, Janaka Janya, Prakriti and Vikriti Bhava Sambandha, all those things are there. So it may express a general relationship. Number one, relation which are eligible to a particular karaka sanya. The speaker doesn't want to mention any karakam to the word, and that for karaka avivakshayam shashti. And word has been assigned a karaka and the karaka adhikara, but the speaker wants to present as general relationship. Therefore, karaka avivakshayam shashti. Then the sutra being open, meaning no condition in nature, covers all the 3 possibilities of sambandha. Having said that, 51 to 64 are illustrations of some of the Karaka Vivakshayam Shashti. So 51 to 64 is that is Sutra we are seeing, starting from Yaha Avidartasya Karane. 51, that is a Sutra.
Okay.
Up to 64. All these are Karaka Avikshayam. The main what we are seeing is Karma Avikshayam Shashti. Like what we saw, the Karma now, right? Adhigartasya Karma. All these are Karma only. Vyavagra Panava Samartayaho Karma.
Yes.
Vivaha Tadartasya Karma. So Karma Vivakshayam Shashti. These illustrative rules do not seem particularly useful from the Vibhakti perspective, but the words related by Shashti on the basis of these rules are normally not allowed to form a Tatpurusha Samasa. That's what we call Pratipada Vidana Shashti. They do not form Tatpurusha Samasa. So these rules, illustrative rules, do not seem particularly useful from the Vibhakti perspective, but the words related by Shashti Vibhakti on the basis of these rules, they will not form compound. So in addition to the above usages, that's okay, that already be read. So now, therefore, Shashti Sheshe means when you don't want to express in a particular karaka, then Shashti Vibhakti can be used, and that is Sheshe Shashti. And Sheshe, among the Sheshe Shashti, the other than Karaka Vikshayam Shashti, another significance is when you don't know that the compounding cannot be done. Any Tatpurish Samasa cannot be done. These are the points. Now coming to this, here Shesha is not coming as Anuvritti. Shesha doesn't coming as an Anuvritti. It's not taken into the Sutra. How do we know? By Kashika and Siddhanta Kaumadi, Siddhanta Kaumadi, Kashika not given, but Siddhanta Kaumadi, I think also not said, but in the commentary to that you can see. Iha Shesha iti na anuvartate. Vyakyanat iti vavaha. Tatacha karmanaha sheshatva vivaksha abhavat shashti shesha iti aprapto idam vachanam. Tatacha karmanaha sheshatva vivaksha abhavat shashti sheshe iti aprapto idam vachanam natu kridanta yoge samasa nivrityartam tadvana shatasya divyati. Natu kridanta yoge samasa nivrityartam.
That sentence.
Atra sheshaha iti ananavrittehe karmatva prakaraha eva bodaha. Ataha eva dvitiya brahmanan divyati iti uttaratyoha asya Nitya Shashti Prapto Ditya Tam Uktam. Okay, it is Sarin Bhashya. So when Shashti doesn't come as Anuvritti for this sutra, the meaning of the sutra is understood, but regarding compound, just thinking on compound, compounding is possible or not. The karma of the Div Dhatu, in the sense of Dyuta and Kraya Vikraya Vihara, Shashti Vibhakti will be used. Okay. Shatasya Divyati iti. Do you remember one more sutra we have seen? That is Divakarmacha. Just connecting Divakarmacha. Divakarmacha, if you see, Divaha Sadakatamam Karma. Okay, here Akshan Divyati, not Shatam Divyati. Okay, this is different. Akshayhi Divyati. Here Karana is taken as karma for the Divdhatu. Okay, that is different. Natu Kridanta Yoge Samasa Nivrityatam. I have to read this. Let me read and then say why compounding, how compounding is possible or not. Karmanaha Sheshatva Aviveksha Abhavat. That is, Sheshatvam is not the Shashti Sheshe. Sheshe, the word doesn't come as Anuvritti. Therefore, Karmanaha, the Karmakaraka of the Dhatu, Div Dhatu, that Sheshatva Vivaksha Bhavat, absence of the Vivaksha, Sheshatva Vivaksha, Shashti Sheshe iti aprapto, when Shashti Shesha is not there, therefore this Idam Vachanam. That is, this sutra is specified when Shashti, when this sutra, if it is can be covered by Shashti Sheshe, then the sutra is not required. The sutra is mentioned, it means Shashti Sheshe, the Shesha Shashti is not Anuvritti. That is the meaning of this, what is explained. See, two things are there. One is Pratipada Vidana Shashti, na samasyate. That is one thing. Those sutras are listed in the notes. So up to the previous sutra, it is given Shashti Sheshe, that is this Pratipada Vidana Shashti na samasyate. Starting from here, this sutra, when it can be covered by Shashti Sheshe, the specifying the sutra means Shesha is not coming as Anuvritti. Now, what is the significance of Shesha? Let me read the commentary further and then explain this in the next class. Okay. What is the significance of the Shesha? Shesha doesn't come as Anuvritti. What is the significance of Shesha Abhava in this sutra? We will see in the next class. Okay. I'll further probe into it and then see. I have to read commentary Bhala Manodama and then let you know. Okay, this is extra, not covered in this, not required for us, but for compounding, what will happen? Just little probing on that sutra. Okay, so we'll stop here. So this is extra. Extra means don't get confused with the extra. That is fine. Even if you don't understand, that doesn't matter. These are up to here. It is Pratipada Vidana Shashti. Means these will not compound. That's why specifying. When all the sutra can be covered by Shashti Shesha. Just this sutra itself is enough. The specification of this, all this, for the purpose of specific mentioning is for the purpose of avoiding or negating compounding. Then The same thing for Divasadatasya also. This also, when it can be covered by Shashti Sheshe, then why it is given specifically? It is, and it is, and also it is not Pratipada Vidana Shashti, because it's not said, it's not, the Pratipada Vidana Shashti is only up to 57, and one more sutra later, Kritoho comes. So this is not Pratipada Vidana Shashti. Therefore, I think compounding is possible for this. Compounding is possible for this, and specific mention of this not covered by Shesha. Therefore, this is not Pratipada Vidana Shashti. Therefore, compounding can be done. For that, I have to find some example that we check. By reading the commentary, I'll let you know. Okay. So I will stop. That's why I said I'm connecting to Samasa so that I will see and then tell you later. Okay. It's not so important. It is also just for our curiosity, understanding we do. Okay. If we get the answer, it is fine. Otherwise, also it is okay. Just we will go through quickly the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha
धन्यवाद जी.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Dhanyavadaha.